everyone, and welcome to our Touch Base Thursday for April 1st. I am excited to be live with you all tonight. So let me just make sure I'm live with you all here in the right spot before we go ahead and get started. So if you are joining me live, please comment and tell me hello, and we will start here in just a couple of minutes. So welcome from dreary Michigan here. It's kind of been a rainy, icky day on and off today. But overall, I'll still take it over the snow that I know that other states have been getting. One of my coworkers has family in Maine, and she said they were getting 12 to 18 inches of snow today, and I said they can have it. Hello, Shelby. I see Shelby's comment coming in. Welcome. So I will take the rain and the dreariness over the snow any day. So I am okay with that. Hello to Cindy, and thank you guys for already sharing. I love it. So anyway, I'm getting ready for vacation next week, so I'm really excited about that. Again, I'm just going to give it a minute before I go into too much detail, but I'm going to be going to Disney with my husband and myself and my daughter Claire, and we are going to be going to see Natalie, who is still there. She has been in Disney working on the college, what do they call it? The DCP, College Disney Program. Disney College Program since the middle of January, and she is slated to be there until May 16th is her departure day. So we're still trying to figure out if we are going to just have her fly home by herself, or if I might go out there and help her package things up in boxes to ship home and then just still come home with her 2 suitcases. I told her to quit buying things because, you know, she went out there with 2 checked-in suitcases full of stuff. And I know that she's been buying some Mickey ears and Minnie ears and all these different things, and some shirts and clothes while she's been out there. And she shipped herself some yarn. Most of you know that Natalie likes to crochet and knit, and so she had to have some products and things out there to do. When she said, "Mom, I can't go much longer without knitting." So she's actually or crocheting. She's crocheting a really pretty blanket. I'll share a picture of it with all of you so you can see it. But I bought her a pattern and some yarn and had it shipped to her, and she's been working on crocheting a really pretty blanket. So at least she'll be able to do that. But then I'm like, yeah, that needs to get home. So anyway, so we're still on the fence. If I'm thinking about going out there, and it'll be a quick trip, just flying out there on one day, staying overnight, hanging out the next day to help her clean her apartment up and all that, and then get her home. So that's kind of what I'm looking at maybe for the month of May. But next week, we are indeed taking a family vacation. So I want to make sure you all know I will not be live with you guys next Thursday. I will be en route coming back home. It's a quick trip. We leave on Sunday and we come back on Thursday. And so I will not be able to be live with you, but you guys are going to love the video that I'm going to be sharing and posting, because it is going to showcase new product that I got today from our upcoming new annual catalog. So I did express ship. I always tried, I shouldn't say I always do it, but I find myself always doing it. But I did express ship some of the pre-order things that we were able to purchase. And so I will be having a video recorded in advance that I will post for all of you next Thursday night during our normally scheduled time. So you'll still be able to hear from me and see some awesome products and things in the catalog that goes live the beginning of May. You guys should also be getting your catalogs, I would say mid to late April, if you have been a current customer of mine. If you are not a current customer of mine, would like a catalog, let me know, and we can get one shipped off to you. They're free for anybody who's ordered from me in the last year. If you have not ordered from me in the last year, I do provide you a catalog for a small cost, but I also then give you that cost off in your first order with me to earn your business as a customer. So anyway, so with that, if you're a current customer of mine, be looking for catalogs. I know some of you have other people that you get your catalogs from, or you might be an active current demonstrator or hobby demonstrator. So know that I don't usually send out catalogs to you since you get one right from the company. But any of you that watch me, follow me, purchase from me that doesn't have a catalog in your hands by the end of April, please reach out to me. I really want to make sure you all have one in your hand before the catalog goes live. I strive really hard to do that. for all of you to have that catalog. Okay, so other things going on with us. So I mentioned we're going to see Natalie next week. She was able to actually get some days off. I've had a couple people say, well, why didn't you go while Claire was on spring break? Natalie had no days off during spring break, and she said the parks were packed. So we would have not been able to even hardly see her at all. And she actually has 3 of the 4 days off that were out there. And then the other day, we're actually going to be going to the park to see her working. So I'm sure I'll be posting pictures of her. So I mentioned to you all she works in entertainment, so we'll be able to see her in working. So we're excited for that. And then we're going to a couple of the parks with her the other days and things like that. So it'll be fun. So again, no Facebook Live next week, but I do have a pre-recorded video where I will be showcasing these awesome new products and the new in colors, all the in colors. So I know a lot of you have told me that you're interested in my in color club. I will indeed be doing an in color club. So what is an in color club, you might be asking? It is a way for you to get all the brand new in colors on what I call a monthly budget. So each month you get one of the colors for the month. So one month you get all of the Petunia Pop. You'll get a pack of cardstock. You'll get the ink refill, the blends, the marker, the designer series paper, the ribbon, the ink refill. You'll get all things in the catalog that has to do with that color. And there's going to be a set amount for it. Now, that's what I'm working on. I'm waiting for my own, I don't even have my own copy of that catalog in my hands yet. I'm only looking at it online, and it's so much easier to figure out my pricing for things with an actual catalog in my hand. So my goal, though, is to open that up for registration. It'll be a flat amount every single month, and you can either set it up on a reoccurring PayPal fee, or you can pay for the first month with PayPal. I can PayPal invoice you the subsequent months. There is going to be a 6th month to my In Color Club, and it's actually going to be that last month will be a little bit less costly, but I'm going to include all of the stuff for the basic beige, the new basic beige color that is out. There's cardstock, ribbon, and the ink and ink refill. So there's a few things that I can include in that. So, but that month will be a little bit less, but it's a way for you guys to also get that brand new basic color as well. So that's my In Color Club, and it goes for 5 months. And the neat thing is you also get an embellishment every month for free. So there are 2 embellishments that you're going to see me showcasing next week that are actually the in colors. And those embellishments you'll get for free. One month you'll get the 1 pack, the next month you'll get the other pack. And then there'll be 3 more additional things that you're going to get for free over the subsequent months for the entire In Color Club. So not only do you get it all on a budget, but you get some free product thrown in there as well. You get a handmade card each month that I used the product of that in color that you're getting to show you how you can create a card with it. So I do get pretty creative and make it a little bit special for you to be able to be part of that awesome club. And then I'm also going to be doing a paper share. And if you're wondering what a paper share is, it's a way for you to get a little sampling of every single pack of the designer series paper in the catalog. So again, it'll be done the same way. You pay a flat amount, and you get a 1/4 pack of the designer series paper sent to you in the mail. It's all packaged in its individual little bags. I have a sticker or label on it that will tell you what it is and the item number. So if you really, really like a certain color or a certain pack of designer series paper, you can then order it and you'll have the item number for it. Yeah, Marilyn, none of the ink refills are available for even, so us that are demonstrators, we can or pre-order. This is the first year though, none of the ink refills are available. We were able to get ink pads, but not refills. But the refills go live for us even to purchase when the catalog goes live the beginning of May. So only a couple more weeks. And so I'm going to be using my inks, well, sparingly maybe, so that I can not have to use the ink refills. But the ink refill will definitely be included in my In Color Club. And so there's how my paper share works. So I'll be doing a paper share, and I'll be doing In Color Club. There's also some new products in there, some Ampheria packs that I'll be showcasing on my Facebook or on my pre-recorded video for you next week. And I've got some neat ideas of some classes that I'll be running showcasing those new products as well. So stay tuned for lots of different things that I'm going to be brainstorming and coming up with the new catalog. I'm really, really excited about it. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So the catalog layout is totally different this year. It is really, I think, more of a shopping guide to help customers and those of you that design cards on a regular basis get some different ideas of ways in which you can use the product. I really like our new layout, and so excited for you guys to see that as well. And then what else do I have in the way of catalog? Like I said, you haven't gotten it by the end of the month. Let me know. We'll get one sent out to you. Those of you that might be new to watching me live, if you share my video, there should be underneath where I'm live a button that says share. If you share my video to your personal page and just invite your friends to join in, you get in my drawing to receive free product. And who doesn't like free things, right? All right, so last week the two products that I had was a pack of the Purple Fine Shimmer gems, and these are part of the perennial lavender suite, and these were on back order for quite a while, but I have a pack. And then I have a bolt of the is it Starry Sky or Oasis? Starry Sky. This is the Starry Sky ribbon. This is a color that's going to be going away. Okay, so these are the two prizes that we have that are up for grabs this week. And the two winners that we have are the winner of the Purple Gems is Maureen Preston. So congratulations to Maureen. I will get these out probably tonight because I do want to make sure I get everything out that I can before I leave for the week or half a week. And then the winner of the ribbon is Cindy Whiteman. So congratulations to Cindy and to Maureen. And again, I appreciate all of you that share what I do and that follow me and participate in my lives. I appreciate you all very, very much. Up for grabs this next week, we have the iridescent foiled gems. These were one of the gems that I showcased in my Facebook Live last week. I think it was last week where I showcased the cute little kid cards. And I'm so happy that so many of you took advantage of that ordering promotion and put in a minimum $45 order to get that class for free. I think you guys are going to enjoy those cards. Those cards are going out tonight. So any of you that purchased those, that got that, if you're local that you put in an order and I'm going to be seeing you soon, then that is going to be handed out to you guys when I see you at upcoming events that I have. But anyway, so up for grabs are those beautiful foil gems, and then I have a bolt of the Wild Wheat ribbon. This is one of the in colors from last year, last year. So those are what we'll be drawing prizes for next week, and I'll actually have that in my pre-recorded video. So if you want to get into that, you're going to have to share in the next probably 2 or 3 days, because I'll probably be putting all the names in my wheel of names and drawing for that before I do my live or my pre-recorded video this weekend, so that I have names of people to be able to draw from. Okay, so make sure you share so I can get that out there for all of you guys as well. And then let's see what they have for announcements. My April classes are going to be opening up this weekend. I have the hot air balloons, which is one of the bundles in the mini catalog. And then I have the translucent floral, which was a carryover stamp set and bundle from the holiday catalog. But they have some beautiful designer series paper that goes with it. That's part of our online exclusives. I know, Courtney, the Wheel of Names. I love it. Courtney, I've been praying for you and your family as well. But anyway, so those are my two classes that are going to be opening up. And April, other things going on. April 13th, I'm doing an in-person retreat here in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, actually in the little town of Rosebush. So if you have not signed up for that, I think I've got about 5 or 6 spots left, because I planned a certain number when I make all my little gifties and things like that. So make sure you sign up for that. That's also an option for a kit to go, where you can get your retreat sent to you in the optional classes. Both optional classes are my Zania themed, so make sure that you look at that and take advantage of those optional classes, because they're beautiful. And then April 17th is my next bingo online fun party. And if you've registered for that, kits are going out this week. I do have Jen lined up. I told her if more people registered, I would let her know, and she's going to take the kits in and get them out in the mail. But we're trying to get as many of those as we can out tonight, because I'm not going to be here. I leave on Sunday and I'm gone through Thursday to see, like I said, we're going to see Natalie in Disney, and so, or in Florida. She's not in Disney, but we're going to Florida, and so I want to be able to try to get as much of that done as I can, doing that tonight and tomorrow. And then the last chance sale. So April 9th, while I'm gone, there's going to be, that's when the last chance sale starts. So any of the items that are retired, I've been sharing those lists in my Facebook or in my emails. I've been really focusing a lot of that stuff into my emails. So if you're not part of my email community yet, make sure you join my email list. You can do that at kimsbasementbunch.com, and a pop-up will come right up for you to join my mailing list. But I do a lot of that and post a lot of that in that space. So just so that to let you guys know about that. And no, Courtney, you did not miss it yet. It's on my to-do list. My to-do list is always longer than my time list. So, but I'm a very well organized to-do list person. I just need 1.5 of me. So anyway, it will happen, and I will get the April sketch out as well. I do have the card done, the sketch done. I just need to get it posted. So I am hopeful to get caught up on a bunch of that. It's on my radar for Saturday before we leave. And then, let's see here. What else do I have going on? Oh, I want to put a save the date out there. Now, I always send postcards out, but I want to get a save the date for my BOGO sale. So I do an annual sale in June. It's my BOGO sale. I call it my buy one, get one sale. My in-person sale will be June 14th and 15th. That is a Friday and Saturday from 9 to 1 both days. Okay, 9 to 1. How it works is all of the retiring product that's in that Stampin' Up! Has had in the last year from the 3 different catalogs, the 2 minis and the annual. What I do is I sell what I don't want. Now, there are a few bundles and things I do keep. Because again, this is my hobby and I love doing this as well, but I can't keep everything that I showcase. I just can't, because it gets to be way too much stuff for me to keep, because I'm always buying new to showcase awesome things for all of you. So what I do is I do a sale where I price all of my things at regular catalog prices. My stamp sets bundles might be slightly used because I use them for my Facebook Lives or for my class preparations, things like that. And then if I have any of the ribbons, designer series paper embellishments, they also go out for sale. But all of my retired stuff is kind of your free stuff, because what you're going to do is you pick things off the table that you want, and then I add it all up. And let's just say you picked $100 of product. You simply give me a $100 order out of product from the new annual catalog, and you only pay me for that order. So all of my retired product becomes your free stuff, and you're going to get new product because you're getting new product in the with your order, and then I just charge you for the order. So you have to have your order be at least the amount that you're getting off my tables. Now, I have some people that do it opposite. Some people that say, I'm coming to you with a $150 order. This is what I want. I'm going to pick out $150 from your table. I'm good with it either way. Either way, you're only paying me for the order, and you're going to get my retired product for free. I also offer that in an online format following my in-person sale. So there is a Facebook group that I will start promoting out there for all of you. Most of you are in it. I use the exact same group every single year. And then you just comment want on the items that you want. And so it is I do like to call it a labor of love, because we do take pictures of every single thing left in my BOGO sale, and I have little prices that go next to it. So if it's a bolt of ribbon, it might be ribbon and it'll say $6 or $5 or however we do that for the cost. And then you just claim it and say want. And when you're done shopping, I figure out all of the things that you've claimed, and you put in an online order of that amount. And then I also do pay or charge you through PayPal to ship the retired product to you. But I do pack it the best I can, and if it fits, it ships boxes and things like that. Or you can even just send me your order that you want, and I put it in for you. So, but it is a really great deal, a great way for you guys to get a bunch of awesome stuff that you can still use in all of your card making, paper crafting, scrapbooking needs. And it's a great way for me to offset some of the way for me to be able to sell that and get orders so that I can buy new stuff. So it's kind of a win-win for all of us. So just want to let you guys know to save the date that is indeed going to be the June 14th and 15th here in my house garage. I no longer do it in the basement because I have way too much stuff and it's easier to do it in the garage. But postcards will be coming out and you'll start seeing that getting marketed in my newsletters and in my Facebook groups. And then the last thing I wanted to just mention to you guys is that you are going to notice in the catalog, and I don't like to bring attention to this, but I want to just be transparent with you all. You're going to notice that there are some slight price increases on some of the things in the new catalog. Cardstock has gone up some, a couple of our adhesives, one being glue dots. There's a list of a few things that are going to be going up in cost. And I know all that can be frustrating. I also commend the company for doing what they have to do to still stay profitable. We all have lived the last year and a half, 2 years, knowing that inflation has gone up and prices have gone up everywhere. So this really shouldn't be a big surprise. I know that there's been some frustration with it and things like that. But again, it's part of life that we're dealing with in all different other aspects right now as well. I'm sure when some of you go to the grocery store, you've noticed your dollar doesn't go as far. At least I know I have. So again, I'm not really surprised that the company has to look at that and do things accordingly. There might be some slight price increases in some of my classes as a result of that, but I'm going to try my best to keep them as reasonable as I can to be able to still offer all of you guys some awesome and great things. Okay. All right. So with that, who is ready to see what I have to share with you guys tonight? And yes, I can do that, Shelby. Yeah, I can definitely do that. All right. So with that, I'm going to transition my camera down to my stamp area and let you guys see what I've created for you tonight using a bundle that's retiring. And if you like rock and roll, this might be one you might want to consider getting before you can't. Okay. So with that, I'm going to transition down to my stamp area and let's have some fun for tonight. Okay. So here we go. You guys are going to get a little sneak peek of it here. This brings back my high school years, dating myself when I was in high school and listening to all the big hair bands. All right, give me some love there, you guys. There's got to be other people in my era that can totally relate to that. But anyway, it has been a fun bundle to play with. I'm just going to get myself organized here, you guys, so that I can share this with you guys and I can see comments and all that wonderful stuff as well. Okay, so this is the rock and roll bundle called Rockstar. I call it rock and roll, but this is the Rockstar bundle. And again, it's in our mini catalog that's going to be retiring here shortly. You have the stamp set and then you have the coordinating dies, and the dies do indeed cut out. I'm not going to pull them all the way out, but you can see here that they do indeed cut out a lot of your stamped images. Here you have your little microphone to jam out with. There's that. You also have some lightning, the little lightning bolts. You're going to see me using those here on my cards tonight. What I like about this is that you have 3 of them, so you can cut a bunch out at once. Love that. And there's a couple that maybe I didn't use. Oh yeah, you also have a couple other ones in here as well. So anyway, it's all taped together because I didn't even think about opening them up the right way before my live started. But anyway, you guys get that gist of it. You also have these cute little stars you can use. So lots of different dies. I love the dies. And then we also have designer series paper that coordinates with this. So let me bring in the designer series paper. Let me get that out of the way here. There we go. So the designer series paper is pretty cool here too. So the designer series paper, you have this piece right here, and then we have lots of different. Oh, Luann says I'm frozen, but I'm hoping I'm not for anybody else. Maybe I'm hoping it comes back for you, my dear, because I can think I'm looking okay on my end. Okay, good. We have this one, and this one you're going to see where I actually used this and I colored them and put it on my cardstock. And let me see if I have other ones in here. I've used a bunch of them, so I never hardly ever have full packs when I do my lives because I use them for so many things. But that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see if I can find. Oh, this is a little piece of another one. Yeah, you guys get the gist of it. I use my paper pretty freely with my class. So this was, I don't think I did this as a class though, the more I think about it. This was just the cards that I did for a swap that I was in. I do believe, oh, this might be my last piece. Here we go. Yeah, okay. So these are the pieces of paper from the pack. One side is, well, most of it's just black and white, but you can really do a lot of things with it. You can color it. I like the ones that have the guitars on it, the different kind of guitars, because you can cut those out. You're going to see that here in my very first card that I'll be making with you tonight. Look at the vinyls. Natalie loved the vinyls and the boom boxes. Like I said, those really remind me of my era. Hello, Peggy, and welcome. Glad you're able to join us. On the back side, you have just exactly that, more black and white patterned paper that you can use as well, okay? So it's really designed to be neat paper for using for different colors. So I incorporated, lots of different colors into this to kind of make my cards be colorful. All right, the final product that is part of that product suite are these awesome adhesive-backed lightning and stars. I love these. Look at the colors that you get them in. You get them in white, the yellow, and the pool party. Again, it makes me remember the whole, bang your head, right? The little lightning things. So definitely reminds me of the big 80s hair bands, which were very popular for me when I was in school. All right, so are you guys ready for me to show you what I've created for you using this awesome bundle? So we're going to go through and we are going to make some cards. I did not have time to do a 3D project, but I'll be honest, I had a hard time trying to come up with something to do with this suite with a 3D project. So I finally said, you know what, I've got enough. I need to just keep going and moving on to the next thing on that to-do list that I don't always get time to do. All right, so the first card we're going to be creating together tonight is this one right here. And this, like I mentioned to you, is that designer series paper. It's right here. And I simply colored those with some blends. So I am going to use my light real red to color one of them. And then I'm going to use a yellow to color the other. And then these I did indeed fussy cut out with my scissors. There are no dies for this size, but this is a great way to use the paper. So let's just say if you really didn't want to buy the stamp set, but you really wanted to make some guitar cards, you could just buy the designer series paper and even the dies and be able to duplicate some of the things that you're going to be seeing me do here tonight. Then we're going to use a dark daffodil, and I'm just going to color in. I'm doing these the opposite way as what my guitars were done for my sample here, just to kind of mix it up a little bit on us. And I'm going to color it yellow with the Daffodil Delight. If you don't have these colors of blends, you can use any colors that you want. And I think I'm going to have Patty cut these for me. I just saw her comment about yuck, the fussy cutting. Patty does not like to cut. But I'm going to do these first tonight so that we have these ready to go before I put the rest of the card together. So you can see here, I'm just kind of cutting these out. Nothing too fancy to it. For those of you that are joining me a little bit late, oh, you're fine, Philomena. I just wanted to reiterate, if any of you have missed my my notes at the very beginning, I will not be live with you all next Thursday. Boo-hoo, I'm sad, but I'm also happy because I am going to Florida to visit Natalie. My husband and myself and my daughter Claire are going out there for 4 days. So it isn't going to be a long time that we will be gone, but it's going to be 4 days. And we come back we leave Sunday and we come back on Thursday, but I won't be back in time to do a Facebook Live. And I don't think I would probably be in a good place to do it anyway. By the time I got home, I'd be tired. And I'd probably be sad from saying goodbye to my girl, even though I can't wait to see her. I know I was sad last time when I had to say goodbye to her and come home. So anyway, I will not be live with you guys. However, you will indeed have a video from me. Behind me on my tables behind me, I have new product from the new catalog that I just got in today. Literally just opened it before I went live with you all. and I will be doing a pre-recorded video for you. It'll be a kind of showcasing some of the things that we were able to purchase. I'll be showcasing the new in colors. I know those of you that have already told me you want to be in my in club, I have you in my in club. I will send you guys the link to formally register once I have it opened. I just been struggling with figuring out the price because I don't have my own catalog yet, and I'm getting grumpy. But my catalogs come. I ordered catalogs, and my catalogs will be here Monday, which I'm like, grr, because I really wanted my catalogs to be here before I left to take one with, so I can sit by the pool and look at my catalog. But no, that's not going to happen. So anyway, hopefully my complimentary copy from the company comes soon. I know some demonstrators have gotten theirs. I have not yet. I've been looking at it online, but it's so much easier to price things and figure things out when I have an actual catalog. So that will be opening. I'll also be doing a product share for the designer series paper. So be on the lookout for that as well to open up. You get a quarter pack of every single designer series paper. Oh, Shelby, I'm jealous. And Lori's still waiting as well. It's so crazy. So Lori and Shelby are both living in Michigan, and one lives down by the Lansing area, one lives over in the Saginaw area, which is only about not even an hour away from each other. And they're both about an hour away from me, and one has their catalog, one doesn't. It's so crazy how that happens. All right, so what I'm doing here is I'm putting the card together. I used some of the Sweet Sorbet for my card base. Okay, and you can see I just added a strip of the basic black down the middle of it. It's about 1.5 inches wide by 5.5 long. Then I added a piece of this designer series paper to the top of it. And I added that on with dimensionals to give it a little bit of lift. Now, normally I do, as you guys know, I do a lot of layering. I didn't do a lot of layering on this card. Oh, Luann, that makes me, I'm so jealous. But I'm happy that you guys are getting your catalogs. I'll live vicariously through all of you getting them. And that right there is why I strive, you guys, for all of you who are my customers, to get your catalogs ASAP before that catalog goes live, because I know you guys get eager to see it just like I do. So like I strive really hard to make sure you guys have that in your hands, so you can look at it when you, as soon as you can, and all that as well. So yes, I will just keep not patiently waiting. So yeah, so just know that there will be an in color club coming, and the new our paper share. And then I'm also going to be working on a couple of neat classes using our new product called the Inferior, the Inferior pack. So be looking on the lookout for some new things that I'm going to try to mix things up a little bit with. So anyway, so those are on there. That is, again, just the designer series paper. So it is that one piece that I showed you that had all the guitars on. So look at how many of those cards you could make. Look at how many of those guitars you get on there. Oh, and I have it upside down. But look at how many of those guitars you get. So you could make a lot of guitar cards with that one piece of designer series paper. And you could color them in so many so many colors. And Sarah, you are on my list, my dear. I know that firsthand, as is your sister and your mother. So you should get your catalog in the mail from the company, hopefully in the next couple weeks. So then I did the You're a Rockstar. Again, You're a Rockstar. I mean, yeah, sitting there singing all these songs, right? But that is from the stamp set here, and then a coordinating die that cuts that out, okay? And that is just going to go near the top of my card. And so I'm going to say this for Sarah, because I see that Sarah just popped on, because Sarah is local to the Mount Pleasant area. I did tell everybody I saved the date for my annual BOGO sale. It will be June 14th and 15th, and it will be from 9 until 1 both days. Yeah, so just want to put that out there. I'll be getting postcards and all those good things out, but just wanted to put it out there for people to know that I've kind of got that date booked on my calendar, time off from work and all that good stuff. All right, so now we're going to just add some stars to the top of this. That is some white stars. Okay, and then I added one of the yellow little thingies here. Okay, so this card, I know you do, Sarah. That's why I want to make sure I told you, dear. So this card, like I said, you could literally make, if you didn't want to buy the dies or even the stamp set, although I like the Rockstar thing, you could easily make this card with just designer series paper and color these guitars any color that you wanted, incorporate a different color of cardstock and different paper, and you could mimic this card till the cows come home with all those guitars on those, because you get 2 sheets of that paper, okay? So again, my whole point in showing you this card is to show that you don't necessarily need to have a lot of, or all of the bundle to make the cards. You can improvise and do different things that might work best for you, okay? All right, so that is my first card that I'm sharing with you tonight. My second card is, let me find my cards. I think I threw them all over the place. This one right here. Isn't this one cute too? Thanks for being an icon. I think that's so great. Now this would be a great card to give like to a teacher or somebody like that, like a male teacher or somebody who, you know, has really done something great for the students and kind of been their role model, in my opinion, kind of that kind of thing. And so I really liked this card. This one you can see I'm really featuring some of the designer series paper, and then this one is just a basic white that I stamped "Thanks for being an icon" on. And yes, that is also one of the stamped images from the Rockstar stamp set. Okay, so for this one I chose to use basic white for my card base. So let me get that in here, and I'm just going to fold this in half. Again, this is basic white for my card base. And then I have a layer of the Daffodil Delight that's 5 1/4 by 4. I, again, did not use ribbon on these cards. I find myself using a little bit less ribbon as just by nature, or I'm leaving it more flat so that I'm not charged a lot more in shipping, just because, as you guys know, prices are going up on stuff. So it's nice to kind of have some little options to be able to kind of cut down on costs a little bit. And our paper is so amazing that I like to just use our designer series paper in fun, different ways. So I'm trying to get creative and think outside of the box a little bit. Look at that. So then I would have, or you would have, all of the different pieces of paper on here. So we're going to start with the bottom. Okay, we're going to start with the bottom, and I'm going to put this one, and I like to start from the bottom and then go to the top, and then you can kind of center and make it all work in the middle. I find it to be a much easier approach to being able to put strips of paper down and not have it be off-centered. Okay, so you can kind of see by doing that, I have those two down on the top and bottom with the same amount of black showing all the way around, and then this one is going to go on here like this. Again, I'm kind of eyeballing the amount of space that I'm going to need between that. And then my final one will go on in that space, and I'll center this one on perfectly in there as well to kind of have the same amount of space between all of that. Okay, now this whole thing did go on with some dimensionals. So I'm going to put dimensionals on my 4 corners here. Oh, and Philomena, I just saw your comment about my nails. Thank you. So when I told my nail tech that I was going to go to Florida, I said, I want something kind of bright, but I don't want it to be too bright because it's not really like summertime yet. And he went, I got you. And so this is what I got. So I like it. I like it too. I've gotten lots of compliments on them at work too. All right. So there we have that. Now this I did stamp and cut out in advance. This is the microphone, right? Isn't that so cool? So this is in the stamped stamp set right here. And then I did cut it out with the coordinating dies, and that is on with dimensionals as well. And then you can see here I incorporated in some of those yellow stars from the little trinket things. So this is going to go on here like this. So that's why I stamped the "Thanks for being an icon" off to the right, okay? And then we're going to add on some of these stars just using my fingers here. But you can add as many of those as you want. And there you have a really fun card. Again, you can change this up. You could even put the pool party on here or do any colors that you want. to be able to bring in different colors. You could have used blue, any of that. And that's one thing I like about the black and white paper, is that you can really do whatever you want on those. So I believe this is 4x3, Shelby. And then so these pieces of paper are 1 inches, 1 inch by probably 2 3/4. So that is what I did. So, but a great way as well for using up scraps and things, for making cards with other paper packs as well. All right, my next card for you is probably one of my most, I don't know what you want to call this one, but it just reminds me of the 80s rock. Is that not so cool? I love this card. This one's probably my favorite, to be honest with you. I don't know what it is. I just love the look of this card. So for this card, I incorporated in basic black for my card base. So my card base is basic black, and I'm just going to fold this in half. And then you can see this one I actually have opening like this. So instead of it opening like that, it's going to open up the long way. And you're definitely going to want to put basic white cardstock in the inside for you to write your little note on, okay? I usually forget to do that on my Facebook Lives. Unless when Jen's cutting them for me, sometimes she does. But I have a piece of Designer Series paper that is cut 5 1/4 by 4, and that's just fun. Again, either one of these would look nice. I know, such a fun card. I thought so too. So I did this one as well. Thanks for being an icon. But I incorporated in the guitar in the colors that were in those little, because I wanted to show you different ways to use the little embellishments, okay? And then I have a piece of Designer Series paper that's just going to go on here like that at an angle. This is cut 4x3. So this is just going to go on an angle, nothing fancy here. And then I have a piece of basic white, just a regular piece of basic white. This I did put on with some dimensionals, okay? So dimensionals on the 4 corners of my basic white. This is also cut 4x3. So you have seen me use this technique many times where I run it the opposite way. This time I ran it the long way and added in, I'm just taking off the dimensionals, guys, off camera so I don't have a mess of those with the static down here. And I'm just gonna add this to the card like that, okay? Then in advance, on a 1 1/4 inch strip of my Sweet Sorbet cardstock, I stamped the "Thanks for being an icon," and I'm just going to trim this off, trim these edges off, and I'm going to cut this at a little bit of an angle here, or my little cutting in the middle and going up the 2 sides, like that. And then this is going to get adhered down. And this I just adhered with my tape runner. I did not do any kind of dimensionals on it. And then in advance, you guessed it, I stamped all of my images using the Memento black ink so that I was able to use our blends. And I'm just going to color this guitar in. So I used the light Daffodil Delight on the inside part of my guitar right here. So I'm just going to color this in with my light. I did go back on top of it a little bit with my, oh, thank you, Linda. I did go on top of it again a little bit with the dark blend. So let me bring in my dark one. And I just kind of went on the very top of this a little bit, kind of to add a little bit of dimension here to it. You wouldn't have to do that. And then you could also, if you wanted to, use the blender, the color lifter to kind of lift it. And then I used, I'm hoping I have Pool Party here. I may have grabbed the wrong color. This is light Pool Party. Did I use light or did I use dark? I think I may have used dark. So let me bring in my dark. I always tell you guys on my lives that I mean to write down these when I design. I'm always designing so far in advance. And then I say, oh, I'll remember. Yeah, I usually don't. But what I like about me not remembering is it lets you guys know that you don't have to make everything look just like what Kim does. You can mix it up with different colors and it's still gonna look, I always say no one's gonna know that your card doesn't look like mine because no one's gonna be getting and seeing my card. They're only going to be seeing and getting yours. And a homemade card, people just love it. I've been using them in my office. So most of you know I started a new job about 4 months ago at CMU. And I've got a stash of cards right in my office. And so what I tell everyone is they can use my cards, buy them, give a donation of money. It can be $1, $2, $3, whatever they want. Just give a donation. And then at the end of the year, I donate that money to our local area soup kitchen for our homeless shelter. And I do donate it then in as a little gift from my office that I work in. So for me, it's a great way to offset my cards and have people using them and being able to give back to my community. So just a little idea for those of you that might always say, gosh, I've got so many cards that I don't know what to do with them. Do some kind of a card ministry, or come up with a way, and then I drop my guitar, come up with a way that you can use them for people to be able to send them out to their people, and for you to still be able to feel that you're giving back in a way. And you can also sell them. I don't want to sell them at work. We're not technically allowed to promote any kind of our businesses at work. But for me, it's a really great way just to get my cards out there and for people to use them. I love it. Okay, so there is my guitar. And then I have 3 of the little lightning bolts. Thank you, Philomena. I have 3 of the little lightning bolts, and you can see here that I cut all 3 out at the same time using the Daffodil Delight. And then these are just going to get adhered down to my card. And I think I probably used the liquid glue, but for tonight, I'm just going to use my seal and put a little bit of seal in the middle. And you can kind of add these to the card any way that you would want to. But I love it. Hello, Janet. I just saw you pop on here too, my dear. So you're just going to kind of throw these in here, again, any which way that you would like to, and glue them on any way that you want. But look at that. Cute! And then look at those little embellishments that just touch that, top that off. So I have the star that's done in Pool Party. I think I used all stars on this. I have a white one that I'm going to put on top of this so you can see it better. Oh, that is cute. And Philomena, I didn't think about that. One there as well. And then maybe I'll just shove on one more of the little lightning bolts right there. So you can kind of see, you can do as many as you want on there, but isn't that a fun and cute card? So cute. I really liked that one. Okay. I have 2 cards left and I have 10 minutes before 8 o'clock is up. So, whew. I think I talked to you guys a little too much tonight. I apologize for that. All right, my next card is this one right here. And who knows what this is supposed to represent? Isn't that supposed to represent like a guitar pick? I love that die. So this one I said have a rock and roll birthday. Okay, this one, you could use, I could have used a different color on here. I really wanted to kind of keep with the gray and white, black and white scale for this card. So, but again, you can see how I pieced some of that designer series paper just to kind of use the different patterns in different ways, okay? So for this card, I used basic black again with a mat of 5 1/4 by 4 basic white, okay? So this card again is going to kind of show you a similar template as my yellow one did. So if you join me a little bit late, you'll see it when I bring it back in here at the very end of my demonstration tonight. Now, if any of you want to put in an order with me in the next week, I will send you 3 of these cards already done and made in the mail as a personal little thank you for the week. So just know that that is, I don't think I offered this as a class, and I don't know why, but I didn't. But if somebody really, really wants it as a class, I've got extra paper. I'd be more than happy to cut it and prep it. Just let me know. I aim to please you guys. So I look at it this way. The hardest work is done by me designing the class, right? So I probably should have adhered all of those little pieces of paper down first, but that's okay. Adding dimensionals to that and putting this right in the middle of my card. Now this I believe is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4, so it's a little bit bigger, okay? And then I just pieced on here some pieces of paper, different ones here, and you can use different fronts and backs. So I'm going to put this up here near the top like that. And this one, oh, Linda, I love that. I love that. I'm telling you, it feels so good to be able to do and share our hobby and to give it to others in ways that people appreciate. So unfortunately, one of the cards that I stock the most at my office is Sympathy. because I find that a lot of my coworkers really need the sympathy cards kind of at the last minute when you don't expect it, right? And they don't want to have to run to a store to get a sympathy card. So they'll come and say, hey, do you have a sympathy card I can buy from you? And I always say, you can't buy it. You can take it for a donation. And they know where my little lockbox is. They usually just throw it on top of my lockbox and then I throw the money in. But last year I donated, I think it was $300 and some to our local soup kitchen from people in my building buying cards throughout the year. And then I go in there at Christmas time and I just say, here's a donation from last year it was from the Office of Information Technology at CMU. This year it'll be from the Office of Scholarships and Financial Aid. But I love it. It makes me feel, one of the things most of you know about me is I do a ton of fundraisers, and I absolutely love to give back with a hobby that I love. And another thing that I'm doing, I'm not sure if Joyce is going to be watching, but one of my good customers, Joyce, she likes to do a lot of cards for the honors flight. And she has a group of ladies taking on making 150 cards, making part of them this month, part of them next month for an honor flight in the month of June. And so she's like, are you going to be able to help me or cut and prep 150 cards for me? And I'm like, yep, I got this. But I'm telling you, it feels so good to do those kinds of things. So I will never, ever turn those things away. Okay, so there is this awesome card right here. All right, my last card that I'm going to showcase for you tonight is this one right here, where I went back to the Thanks for Being an Icon stamp. Oh, thank you, Philomena. I love it. I love doing it. All right, so this one I brought in again, when I'm looking at colors, right? I'm looking at colors and I'm going, oh my gosh, what's kind of like an electric color? And I was drawn to the Azure Afternoon, which is a pretty blue color that came out last year as part of the color refresh. And I gravitated to that one for my last card tonight. So I used the Azure Afternoon for my card base on this one. And then I have a layer of the basic black that's 5 1/4 by 4, followed by a piece of the basic white that is 5 by 3 3/4. And so I'm just going to adhere those two together and added some designer series paper to the top and to the bottom. Who thinks I can get through my presentation in 6 minutes? I know, you guys, it's kind of funny, but I try really hard to not take too much time. This designer series paper is then cut 2 1/2 by 3. Let me see, 5 1/4 by 4 by 3 1/2. 3 1/2 by 2 1/2. All right, so then to kind of pop that blue, I'm going to add a strip of 3/4 inch by 3 3 3/4 straight across here. I sure will, Peggy, and I know I'll be posting pictures of her with all of us as well. But I am really starting to miss my girl. And so, true story, those of you that might not be Chicago Cubs fans, I'm going to apologize, but we like to watch baseball together, and Natalie is a huge Cubs fan. And when the Cubs win, most of you might know this, or some of you might, that they play the song that says "Go Cubs Go," and it's a little song they play, and the fans sing to it after they win. So I know Sarah's probably cringing at me as I'm telling her that we're Cubs fans. Maybe not, I don't know. But anyway, last night the Cubs won, and so she sends me a video of them doing the song, and she goes, "I'm sure you're missing this, Mom," and it's her singing it along with them. And it was so neat to hear her singing that song. And I was like, yeah, I have missed that, but I missed the person singing in the video even more. And she goes, oh, Mom, stop. You're going to make me cry. And I'm like, well, I'm being honest with you, kid. So it was kind of fun, but it was neat to see her enjoying that. And one of her roommates also really enjoys baseball. So they watch a lot of baseball together. So that makes it kind of cool. And I don't know how she became a baseball junkie, but she has. And that is what she likes to watch. So anyway, glad that she's still able to do that. She even subscribes to the MLB, the MajorLeagueBaseball.com. It's like an app that you can have to watch all these games later. So she also pays for a subscription to that every year. I don't know. I think she's crazy, but I guess it could be worse, right? So she has become, she'll sit there and crochet and watch her baseball. So anyway, I'm using my Azure Afternoon. This is the Azure Afternoon Light. Okay, so that's what I'm using for this guitar tonight. But you can use any color that you, again, want on these. I just was, when I was making my last, this is the last card that I designed, I was trying to come up with a color that looked kind of electric, and this just kind of got my attention. So I'm just going to color this in here with my, and you can go back over it with doing some highlighting in the dark Azure Afternoon, which I might. Oh, Shireen, did you get this bundle to play with? No, to make sure you share with me what you create. Okay, and then I'm going to go in on top of it with my dark Azure Afternoon and just kind of draw some attention to where these lines are and kind of, you know, make it have a little bit of definition. Isn't that cool? All right, then, you guessed it, we are going to, I got a fuzzy on there. We are going to put our guitar onto our card using some dimensionals. So I'm going to put one here and there, and then one will fit at the very top as well. And taking those off, putting this on, and then I've cut out some. So I think I may have used Lemon Lolly on this card, but I had, when I was cutting these, my scrap was Daffodil Delight. So I just used the Daffodil Delight that I had sitting by my machine. And then you're just going to adhere these down to the card. Again, the lightning bolts just kind of sell it, doesn't it? And the neat thing is you get 3 dies of these. So you can cut all 3 of them out at once. And then I topped it off with some of the white lightning rods here as well. So let me, again, bring in all of my cards that I showcased tonight using this rock and roll bundle. Now, this bundle is indeed retiring from our mini catalog. So if you know this is a bundle that you're thinking you might like, or even the designer series paper or anything like that, you're going to want to grab it before it is gone, because I think once this goes on sale, during the sale, it's going to go fast. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it might. There's your cute little embellishments that you have as well. And the designer series paper that we also showcased. And then here's the stamp set and coordinating dies that go with it. All right. It is 7:59. I did it. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed tonight's projects. The last couple weeks, I've kind of done cards that I don't normally typically do, right? You guys are probably used to my florals and feminine cards, and really starting to kind of do some different things with different bundles, because I'm like, why not? I kind of shake this up a little bit. So anyway, thank you all so very much. I'm definitely going to have a blast with Natalie, seeing her, having fun with her, and just enjoying our family time that we haven't had in a while. Again, I will not be live with you all next week, but I definitely will be showcasing a video of new product from the new catalog. It'll post for all of you on Thursday night at 7 p.m. So still look for me. You'll still be able to hear me. I won't be able to interact with you all, but I will still be there with you all in spirit, making sure the video posts. And can't wait to see you all back the following week, where maybe I'll have some time to design with the new product and can show you some sneak peeks with that. All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining me tonight. Have a great weekend, a great week, and I'll see you soon. Bye.